97.61 safe for the win. Hopefully he's all right. And there we go, he ran a 10, but I tell you what, that was a 10 with well, I'm not sure if he actually crossed that centre line or not. We'll have to get the official word. If he did, that run will not be counted, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, that's a scary, scary thing. The full metal jacket Falcon. Up next, look at green card. My little boy Mick, who's 4, nearly 5, he loves the green card. Yeah, I do too, actually. Now, speaking of identifying, when we turned up last night, so one of the 4-year-old Mick was super excited because he saw a trailer and he said to me, Dad, that's a here. That would be exciting. Yeah, there is a trailer down there, and it's just a giant football sponsorship on it, and of course, that's the rat, really well known, consortium of a race here in Australia, often has a speed record.
Is there only one light
is actually working.
Every race
my friend George Culver would have been quite happy with my kids when they were as young as 18 months. We used to drive past them because they pointed to him and go, kids. Every Camaro, the one without the metal movement on it, but don't worry, it still goes, still moves that narrative. there from the driver, great stuff indeed. The Bradley Racing Court winner runs 9.142.5. 164.63. The Smedley Camaro runs 974 and 142.4. That's a quick little 14 with the Bradley Racing Sport. And here we go, we've got a Zephyr and a Brilliant. On course, it's controlled up. Look, I'm not sure at all, but the only thing I do want to say is I don't think the Premier anymore. I think this is like time minister. The big shot of Eagle Gas I put on this thing is anyone wants to bring me a white this has to be, this is the Billy Idol of holes of this thing. It is a nice day for a white wedding. I know, I certainly made sure for Prime Minister. Absolutely, and don't worry, we're going to have the ranking come out earlier because we went all shy and embarrassed, and hopefully if we have an oil down, which I'm hoping for, we'll get the ranking in there shortly to sing the national anthem. Yeah, that's good to see.
Oh yeah, mate.
Yeah, Kenny, we were telling me earlier, we broke the engine in this Zephyr.
That Zephyr was miles in front.
He runs 11.07 at 122.61. That Ford Zephyr runs into the 9 still. 9.99. 133.13. So it's 9.993 at 133.13. Nice work. Plenty of action out on the track for the Ford team tonight, including from Bayswater Road radiators. Big thanks to Bob and Aaron. Not only did they put the sign up on the spectator side years ago, but Aaron's got his thing. He changed the colour of the driver and still got a black. It's still running for 302 at the top loader. And out here for his first major link, he's going to Yeah, tough Falcon. And speaking of tough cars, we're moving through to Dave Rock. We also heard that the Dave Rock And if you can't get it down to the bottom, you know what, sometimes when people have a nice, small, curvy like body, you're married. That's what I do. There we go, the 100 and the 14. Plus lane runs 12.72 and 102.73 mile an hour. Rolling and get this meeting finished in time tonight. Yeah, we don't want to run past the curfew and miss out all the fun. We want to have the finals, and of course we want to see all the action. It's been pretty good today. We've had a couple of little dramas, but mostly just some super tough racing. And once again, Ford holding out on the track, Phil. Yep, good to see. And also gas.
to lane 1 now. Gas to lane 1.
Yep. So if you've got gas, beans.
If you've got gas, head to lane 1.
The musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Here we go. What sort of Falcon is that, Phil?
That's an orange Falcon.
That's it. What sort of Hulk is that, Phil? It's a yellow one. Darn straight. We know our stuff. Here we go. Orange versus yellow. Ford versus Holden. And of course, the Ford had about a 2-6 head start. That's a nice style side here. I love those tail lights, mate.
Yeah, it's a real nice car. Actually, nice and straight. And
You know what's real nice
really,
about it?
really interesting. What's nice about it?
1162 at 104.16 mile an hour. That's what's real nice about it.
That is a nice Premier out there this time. The gold HG Premier.
There we go. Speaking of monster smoke, I don't think you could have done that with the old banjo in it. These things came out with a banjo.
The banjo 186.
Maybe it was just an ordering issue. Someone was a bit lazy up in head office.
Yeah.
They started producing them, knocking them out down at Fisherman's Bend. People started coming back going, these axles and accidents. Someone just went,
I don't know.
They didn't want to shame themselves by going, oh, I thought they'd work. So they just went, no, that's how we meant them to go. That's a light and horsepower saving. Yeah, it just didn't work, did it? But anyway, once you stick a decent dip in them, away they go, and they're a cracking thing. Look at this big heavy car moving down the track. He runs a 1.8.
Yeah, very nice reaction time there for the big HG Premier, sorry. And I must say, too, you usually find the bigger and heavier the car, the harder it is to get those good reaction times. So
yeah, plus they make instant smoke.
Yeah, true.
Could be doing a 1294 at 105.14.
Couple of Falcons out there. We got, I do know this white one's an XA Falcon. I used to, many years ago, I went out with a girl with an XA Falcon, so I know XA Falcons.
Well, there you go. I went out with a girl who owned a Ford Laser once, and I married her, so there you go. She's just super beautiful. Anyway, here we go. Noel Keating over in the Performance Parts Plus lane in bad company. Now, Noel and his dad, and it's not actually Paul Keating, it's actually Jeff, and I'm not sure if they're even related to Paul Keating, but Noel and Jeff are walking around today in the most blinged up looking, nostalgia looking t-shirts there. Current US edition Mickey Thompson t-shirts, hats, but no one else has got them, and I was just like, where do I get that from? But apparently this is the word on the street, right? Of course, if your local Mickey Thompson dealer is Courage on Tyre and Auto, not only is he going to sell you some of the best tyres around, those Mickey Thompsons do street tyres, off-road tyres, race tyres. He's going to start selling this sleek-looking nostalgia Mickey Thompson leather jacket, bud. So whatever I've got to do to get more on side, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I don't blame you, Dan. Mickey Thompson stuff, they make some cool stuff. As you say, some of the best tyres around, the Mickey T's,
yeah.
And legendary, that guy, Mickey Thompson, of course, unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, but the company's still going strong, making some of the best tyres around, and as you say, some of the coolest gear as well.
Yeah, mate, I've got plenty of mates who own. Here we go, Ford versus Holden, Phil.
Yeah, and this is that little Escort panel van with the big 302 V8 in under the bonnet.
Yep, Skinny Jackson in one of the quickest bread vans around, and he's looking across at this super tidy HK Monaro. Yep. I love this thing. It's got the Dragway chromies on the front.
The hot wires on the back.
And look at them go. They're nearly heads up there, aren't they? Look when they get up. If there was a difference in those lights, I could not detect it on my radar, but it looks like there's a difference in the deep end. Skinny gets there first, but he's broken out by 34 thousandths. The Holden comes up with the win in the Performance Parts Plus lane.
11.06, 12.11, the 12.11 takes the win.
And there we go, it's about 7:45, Phil. And it looks like we're in. I have heard that some of the local plumbers go around to the nightclubs and just smash all the toilet pedestals to get more work. Maybe this is a windscreen bloke's idea of a bit of extra business drummed up, you know?
Is that what happened at Valiant earlier?
Yeah, well, was it the people from Novus or was it the people from Profit? I'm not sure. Whoever paid me the most, I'll just keep mentioning them. You don't do cash for comment, Phil. You don't plug anyone, mate.
I need to get onto your manager.
It's just the local people here in Townsville, Phil. It's all about love. And you know, everyone who gives me a bit of money for a bit of a plug here at Townsville Dragway, they're putting money aside so my boys can go race one day, and that's what it's all about. We're all here to help each other out.
No, that's good.
Because, you know, I tried Queensland, Phil. All right, here we go. Harley Davidson versus
Suzuki GSX-R. It's Iron Muscle versus Rice Burner, Phil.
Yep, America versus Japan.
Oh, and we've chucked the chain in the chopper. That's not what he wanted.
Chain.
Throwing a big skid there on the burnout pad in the automotive specialist lane, and the chain has thrown. You wouldn't have seen that from the spectator side, but we saw it from here. It doesn't look like it scratched it too bad, and no one got hurt, so that's the main thing, but there's a few links on the track as well.
And that pretty much spoils the fun for the Harley-Davidson driver. They don't seem to go too well without a chain.
And that's a very, very tidy looking thing, that chopper, Phil.
It is, I love it.
Mate, it's really good to see bikes of this quality out here tonight. We've got plenty of 9-second Suzukis and that sort of thing, turbos and extended swing arms, and we've got a couple of choppers with nice long rake on their forks.
Yep.
We haven't had a huge bike field here, but we've certainly had some quality, Phil.
We certainly have, and that's the most important thing, I think. Quality over quantity.
Now, very similar to this Nostalgia Drag Racing meet, Phil, is our all-bike meet. We do it once a year here at Townsville Dragway. It's the second weekend in August, the 13th of August to be exact. And you will see some interesting bikes here at the all-bike meet at Townsville Dragway. You'll see some older stuff, you'll see some Triumphs, you'll see some Harleys, you'll see bars.
Mate, it looks makes the bike look cool.
It looks kicking, eh? Like, what's the fairing of? Something else? It's like, I went to all my mates and they all handed me bits and I made this.
Looks like, actually, that front fairing looks a little bit like Batgirl's bike.
Oh, it's fabulous, mate. It's just got this amazing look to it. It's the coolest thing. You know, if you put a rubber band on it, it might go quicker, but why not, you know? Why not? Bracket racing, why not?
I'll tell you what, that little bike is going to have a massive head start off the start line with the handicap racing there.
Now, you might think it'd be easier to be consistent on this thing, but I reckon if you poked your head up a tiny bit, you'd slow yourself down by half a mile an hour, and it'd take you another 5 seconds to get to the end of the track, mate. That's where it's at.
Now, while we've been talking, the little bike got down to half track before the 9-second bike, and it looks like the 9-second bike's going to drive around the outside of it.
Yeah, Billy Stokes down from this northern region of Cairns in the automotive specialist lane. He's raced here plenty of times. This time he runs a 975 at 133.88 miles.
That was Jerry Cajano. Could you please move your trailer? We need that move so we can get cars through, in and out and around and about.
And of course our commiserations this afternoon. Jerry Cajano in his beautiful Holden Statesman, and I'm spewing, you know, he stacked it into the wall over there in the Performance Pass Plus lane. He's all right and he was smiling. Now the biggest problem for Jerry is he's got to find a good panel beater, so if anyone knows how to paint a car, maybe Jerry could just bring his stato around to your backyard somewhere up there in Trash Musson, and we'll go buy a bit of bog, it's super cheap, and we'll try and get it fixed for him. Poor old Jerry. No, it was disappointing, but of course Jerry and his family own Cajano Brothers Paint and Panel in Ingham, and they do a fantastic job. They painted that thing themselves. I'm sure they can do it again, and the best thing is Jerry wasn't hurt, mate.
Well, that's it. That's the main thing. Drivers are not replaceable, but cars are, and as you said, that